Hi and welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. I am here again with a weekly reading vlog. I have literally just finished filming last week's weekly reading vlog. I'm in the same place. 2 seconds later we're starting another one. It is Monday, it is December, mid-December. Christmas is next week now, which is very exciting. But yeah, can't believe that Christmas is next week. I got some like final Christmas presents and stuff today, so hopefully feeling okay, feeling kind of prepared. But anyway, books, that's what you're here for. So I am currently reading Mansfield Park and I'm reading Black Joy, and I'm also reading Crying in H Mart, though I haven't picked it up in a few days, but I'm enjoying both of these. We have a very orange theme going on. Obviously, as you guys know, this is one of Jane Austen's books. This is the last main of the 6 Jane Austen books that have kind of been published without counting Sanditon and the short stories. But I am feeling a little bit lost in this one. It's a very thick book. I'm listening to the audiobook of it, and I don't know if it's something about the narrator that just makes me switch off, because I really, really do. And I feel like a little bit lost in this one more than I have with the other books. And I feel like at the moment there is this massive focus on this play that is going on, which I am kind of enjoying reading about because I am following along that a little bit more. But yeah, I don't quite understand what's going on. I would love to watch some kind of adaptation of this to see what they actually did with what they had, because it does feel like a lot of this is kind of like fillery. But I am really, really loving the writing as usual. Really love Jane Austen's writing. She is so witty but also writes some absolutely beautiful lines, and some of the lines that I've kind of had read to me on the audiobook I've just been like, wow, that was beautiful. So I am enjoying that. But yeah, I'm reading Mansfield Park. I am also reading Black Joy, which I am roughly halfway through both of these books, I think. And I'm really, really loving this one. This is a collection of 28 different essays about Black joy and Black culture. There is so many different things in here, varying from barbershop culture to race in the music industry by Leanne from Little Mix. There is also radio in here, there's food, there's a pride parade, there is so many different things. I'm really, really loving it so far. They're all roughly 10 pages long, which is really, really accessible. I really like reading these kind of at night and reading a couple a night. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one and would highly recommend it so far. As I said, I'm roughly halfway through. I should also be starting A Secret of Birds and Bone today, although I think both me and Alex have forgotten that we'd said we'd do a buddy read of this one starting today. But hopefully, if we're both still okay to start this one, we will start this one today, and I will be reading this one throughout the vlog as well. But anyway, that is my first update of this vlog. I will try and keep on top of this one this week and have a busy week in the run up to Christmas, but I'm excited. I will see you in the next clip. Hi! As expected, it is now Friday. I am just so bad at vlogging recently. I am very busy between Tuesdays and Thursdays because I work a lot. I have been at uni on a Tuesday and then I go down to where Mart lives to work on a Wednesday, which is a bit of a drive as well. And then I also tend to work a Thursday, so it has been quite busy, but things will be changing very, very soon. After Christmas, things will change, my schedule will change. But that is why, if you want an explanation, that is why I am so bad at vlogging between Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I tend to just come back to you guys on a Friday and be like, hi, I haven't vlogged for 3 days, but hi, I haven't vlogged for 3 days. Here I am with an update. I have been reading, but again, I don't tend to read as much between a Tuesday and a Thursday either. I have nearly finished Mansfield Park. I will be finishing this one today, so I will give you a full update once I've finished it, and I think I might hold off saying too much before I have finished it. And I don't want to knock this one too much, but I think it is my least favourite Austen book. I feel like a lot is just kind of lost and doesn't feel like there's much point to it. A lot of it just kind of feels like filler. I do love the writing and I love the settings as usual, and it does dip in and out, which as usual for Jane Austen, I think depends on how much attention I'm paying to the audiobook I'm listening to. I think the audiobook is partly to blame because I feel like the narrator has quite an even and flat voice that I do find it very easy to switch off, but I will give you my full thoughts and feelings once I have actually finished that one. I am also still reading Black Joy. I haven't actually made much progress on this one. I've read a couple more essays and I am still really enjoying this, but I have been a little bit distracted with my other read, which is A Secret of Birds and Bone by Kira Millward Hargrave. This book is absolutely beautiful. It is so interesting. I absolutely love the setting. It is so much fun. It's so intriguing. It's very dark. It's a middle grade book about two siblings, a brother and a sister, who end up being kind of taken, and their mother is like a bone weaver, I think that's probably what you'd call her. She's a bone binder. They live on the outskirts of the city of Siena. It's a beautiful setting. I really love how Siena is used as a setting in this one. And she lives with her mom and her brother and her pet crow. Sophia is the main character and her mom is a bone binder. But then there is an unexpected visit from a silver-veiled stranger, and then Mama is arrested and the children are taken to an orphanage, and then the story kind of goes from there. It is a journey to darkness, danger, destiny and hopes, and I am really enjoying this. It is super interesting. It's such a quick read, and I'm buddy reading it with Alex and I am there right now. We have been reading like 60 pages a day and I've been having no issues, absolutely flying through them, so definitely a good choice for a buddy read at the moment. I'm really enjoying that one, but yeah, it has been taking a lot of my attention when it comes to reading. That has been what I've been focusing on, but I am looking forward to reading more of Black Joy and hopefully finish that one over the next few days, because I feel like I have been reading it for a while, but because it's non-fiction I'm not necessarily used to reading that much of it in one go. However, I also have some book mail to show you. Not entirely sure how to unwrap this tube, but we're going to give it a go. In fact, I should probably unwrap the other thing that this relates to first, because it's going to feel a bit lost without it. Let's do this in a completely different order. I have a couple of packages from the past few days, one of them being one from Harper 360, which I wasn't expecting. I thought I'd had all of my Harper books from the last proof thing they put out, but this one is from Harper and I have absolutely no idea what it is, so it's very exciting, so I'm going to unwrap that one first. Oh cool! This is Messy Roots, which is a graphic memoir which is about race and ethnicity. Super interesting. Apparently the final book will be in full colour, but this is a black and white cover. But yeah, this is going to be so interesting. I love the cover of this. This one really intrigued me. Love that it's a graphic novel. It's about somebody who grew up a queer Chinese American immigrant in Texas. After spending her early years in Wuhan, China, riding water buffaloes and devouring stinky tofu, Laura immigrates to Texas, where her hometown is as foreign as Mars, at least until 2020, when COVID-19 makes Wuhan a household name. In Messy Roots, Laura illustrates her coming of age as a girl who simply wants to make the basketball team, escape Chinese school and figure out why girls make her heart flutter. Super interesting that this is focusing on COVID as well. Really excited to have this one. I was not expecting it, so thank you to Harper 360. Very excited. And then I also have a couple of other parcels that came over from a friend of a friend in America, so thank you to them for sending these over for me. But this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Addie LaRue, the special edition that they did this year, the anniversary edition. This one matches my normal American special edition, which is blue, and it is absolutely beautiful, and it has the same kind of under the dust jacket things as well. It says "I remember you" on the back, which I absolutely love. And yeah, this is a beautiful edition. Love the red. It will contrast so nicely with the royal blue colour of the normal special edition. But yeah, this is the Barnes & Noble one, and it also has like shiny pages for the letter at the start, which is really weird, but they're very shiny, like gloss pages. But yeah, very excited to have this one. Finally, it is absolutely beautiful. And then I also have another Barnes & Noble special edition to unwrap. And this is the Barnes and Noble edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, because you know I needed another edition of both of these books. Yeah, this is the signed exclusive Barnes and Noble edition. And look at the spine, it is so pretty. It's like this silvery pale gold, rose gold colour. Oh my god, the end papers are such a pretty colour. This whole, wow, oh my god! I did not know that's what it looked like underneath. That is absolutely stunning. That is so pretty. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not what I was expecting at all. Wow. I'm actually really shocked. And then it's also signed. I'm so glad I got this. That is absolutely stunning. What a colour that is. I wish you could see that in person. It is a dusty pink. It is the perfect definition of dusty pink, and it is absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm quite taken aback by that, honestly, but I'm very happy I got it. And this one, this weird tube, also relates to Once Upon a Broken Heart. If I can get it out, I will show you. Oh my god. So this is a pre-order exclusive bonus, that's the thing, that's the word that they made. And it is absolutely beautiful. So you got one of these, you could apply for one of these if you had an American address and ordered an American edition, pre-ordered an American edition, and this is absolutely stunning. I love this back and front cover, honestly. I can't stop looking at it. The back cover especially is beautiful, but so is the front. So beautiful. I've got to decide which book that is going on because I have 6 copies of Once Upon a Broken Heart now, but they have all arrived, so very happy about that. So yeah, very excited for all of those. Thank you to Amy and her friend for managing to ship those over to me. I'm going to go to uni now. As you can see, and you can probably hear from this bell, I am wearing a Christmas jumper today because it is my last day at uni before we break up for Christmas, and we are wearing Christmas jumpers, so I'm going to go and do that. Have a good day. I will talk to you soon. Hi, it is Saturday. It's been a busy Saturday. I was at work today, last Saturday before Christmas, so it was bound to be very busy, but it was okay overall. And yeah, I am knackered now, but I'm here. We did it. The last Saturday before Christmas. We did it. But anyway, I finished 2 books since I last spoke to you, and I'm hoping to finish another one tonight, maybe. But the first one is Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. I have to say this is definitely my least favourite Jane Austen book. It just felt very flat. I don't know. There was just something about this that didn't capture me. And I think sadly some of that is to do with the audiobook that I listened to and the narrator. But yeah, I don't know. There was just something about this one that wasn't capturing my attention. I did like the setting. I did like how much they talked about Mansfield Park and things like that. But there was just not much substance to the story, I felt, which I don't know if that's just me. I was quite looking forward to this one. But I don't know, I would love to watch an adaptation of this. I'd like to watch a TV show, if there is one, I think, because I just would like to see how they kind of flesh it out and what they get from this very long book. But yeah, it's probably like a 3 stars. I don't know, I feel like I can't rate Jane Austen any lower because I do love her writing so much, and I feel like her writing is so witty, and I love the feminine aspects of this book. I love the feminine aspects of feminist aspects of all of Jane Austen's work, and I feel like that does shine through in this one as well. So I must say that for it, and the writing is again amazing as usual with Jane Austen. But yeah, there just wasn't that much that really captured my attention with this one like I wanted it to. So yeah, it'll probably have to be a 3 stars from me, but this does mean I've completed all of Jane Austen's major works, which is quite nice to do by the end of the year. It means I've read all 6 of her kind of major works this year, which is quite cool. I also finished A Secret of Birds and Bone by Kira Millward Hargrave, and I actually really enjoyed this one. I think I said a lot about it yesterday in the terms of like how I'm feeling about it. I really enjoyed the uniqueness of this book. It is following a girl and her mother is a bone binder. It is very dark. It's darker than I expected it to be. It's darker in a whimsical way though, so not in a way that actually relates to the real world. Like the City of Ghosts trilogy by V. Schwab, I feel like that creeped me out a little bit, but because it's set in the real world, even though the ghosts aren't real, maybe. Even though it's like, you know, has that kind of fantasy element to it, there is elements of it that are in the real world, so it feels very kind of real, whereas this one kind of doesn't. This one does feel very, very whimsical. I absolutely loved the setting of Siena. That was really, really cool and absolutely beautifully portrayed. I love the writing. I got through this so quickly. Read about 60 pages a day, but I just was reading it very, very quickly. So yeah, I really, really liked this. A lot of love for Kieran Broad-Hargrave's writing as usual. I think this one will be a 4 out of 5 stars from me. And then I am also still reading Black Joy, but I don't have a lot to go. I have about 70 pages of this one left, so I'm hoping to hopefully finish this one tonight so I can move on to some other books tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really, really loving this. Every essay I read, I feel like I take something from it and I enjoy it. That has not been one that I've read and thought that I didn't feel like I'd taken anything from it or feel like it was any good. I feel like this is full of quality writing, which I really, really like, and I love the range of different ages of people and types of people and interests that they have and the way that they find Black Joy. And I think this is such a beautiful piece of non-fiction writing that I really, really like, and it is just brilliant for any age, to be honest. I think it is targeted at teenagers or at least like young adults, but I would honestly say read this at any age. It is a brilliant piece of essay collection. It's a brilliant essay collection, and there are some great essays in here that I'm really, really enjoying. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this one and moving on to some other books, but I have been really, really enjoying reading something different and reading some non-fiction as well. So anyway, I'm going to head off and have a relaxing evening. I haven't got much left of my evening because I worked a later shift today. However, yeah, I'm going to relax a bit. Back to work tomorrow for the last Sunday before Christmas. And yeah, I will speak to you then. I'm on reading sprints with Alex and I've just started reading Julia and the Shark. I'm only 6 pages in, but I love the writing so far. Hi, it's Sunday night. I'm here to wrap up the vlog and I've finished 2 books again since I last spoke to you, which is kind of amazing. I finished Black Joy last night, which I really, really loved. I feel like I've said a lot about this book over this vlog, but yeah, I don't have too much to add on my thoughts and feelings because I feel like I have said a lot about it already, but I really, really liked it. I think it was a great collection of essays. I don't read a lot of non-fiction, but this was super easy to read, and I loved how the essays were very, very short. They were only 10 pages or so. Very accessible book, and I learned a lot, I feel like, and I just really enjoyed reading this. I thought it was a great experience. I'd love to recommend this to other people. It's a great one. I think now I've read that I'll be able to pass on and recommend to others. So yeah, very, very glad I read this one. Thank you so much to the publishers for sending me a copy of this one. I'm really, really glad I had the chance to read it. So thank you for allowing me to have that chance. And I've also finished Julia and the Shark. Me and Alex have literally just now got off hosting live sprints this evening on Alex's channel, and we both read this book and I finished it during the live sprints we were sprinting for around 2 hours and we did 25-minute sprints, so I read it in just over an hour and a half, I think, and I really, really loved this book so much. I feel like there's something about Kieran Broad-Hargrave's work that everything I've read by her, and I've read 2 this week, as I'm sure you're aware. A Secret Buzz and Bone that I finished the other day is also by her. I feel like with every book I've really liked her writing, I've really liked the book, but it's not been a 5-star for me. I've really liked it, and there's always been something that made me want to pick up her next book, and this is the one that just captured my heart and my soul, and I will give 5 stars. I absolutely adored it. I would say it's a middle grade. It is quite dark. It is kind of written for children, but it does talk about mental illness. I think that's done in a really, really good way, very approachable way. I would definitely recommend this to a child that I felt like would be able to ask somebody questions if they had any, and there is some support in the back of this book as well. But I feel like this was just absolutely beautifully written. I loved it. I haven't told you what it's about, but it basically follows a girl called Julia, whose mum is a marine biologist, and her dad ends up working in this lighthouse on Shetland. I think it's Shetland where they go. in the north of Scotland, and they go to this remote island and kind of goes from there, and she is staying there for the summer. And yeah, it is not a liked book. Alex was saying it reminds her of A Monster Calls, and I think that is definitely a fair point. It feels like there is this sad ending, and it did make me tear up at some points, but it's also hopeful, absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really glad I read it. Just absolutely stunning story. It's also illustrated by Tom DeFreston. If you didn't know, that is Kira Mulwood-Hargrave's husband, and I absolutely love that they worked on this book together. I think it shows, honestly, that this book is one that's come from both of their hearts. I think that's why I love this book so much. But the illustrations in this that accompany the words are just absolutely beautiful, and I can't express enough how, like, what an experience it is to read this one. It's absolutely stunning, and it has these pages which I'm trying to show you. They're like baking paper, like tracing paper, and you can kind of see the words through them and the paintings through them, but they also have these like extra touches. It's just absolutely stunning as a piece of art as much as anything else, and I think they've done an amazing job on this one, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I also finished that one. I also have been reading So Many Beginnings, which I literally put to the side of me last night to talk to you about and just didn't, because I forgot it was there. But I started reading this one yesterday on audiobook, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is a Little Women remix, as it says, by Bethany C. Morrow, and Alex recommended this to me without having read it herself. She saw it, I think just after I read Little Women, she saw that this one was going to be released and kind of sent me a message and was like, this sounds like something you'd really love. So I pre-ordered it, and I'm really glad I did, and I'm really glad I'm reading it, because I really wanted to reread Little Women at Christmas, but I wanted to read other things as well, and this feels like the perfect kind of balance. It is very, very close to Little Women. It stays very true to the story, but as you can probably tell from the cover, this follows 4 black girls, which I think is just an amazing remix to make. It does stay very true to the story, but it brings race into it a lot, but it also talks about it in a very accessible way. I just think it is really done very, very well. It talks about the American Civil War, talks about slavery, so it does tackle some heavy topics, but also some very, very important topics. And I feel like there is something about this book that, yes, I would definitely recommend reading Little Women before reading this one, because I feel like you connect to the characters on such a deep level. Having already known their character from who they are in Little Women, this does very much build upon all of the girls and their characteristics from Little Women. So I'd highly recommend, if you are a fan of Little Women, then definitely I would recommend this. So far I'm about halfway through, but I'm very, very much enjoying it. It's giving me a lot of the same feelings that Little Women did. I feel like the writing is done incredibly well, and it just feels very kind of true to the time that it's meant to be set as well, which I really like, and I feel like the author is very, very skilled for doing that. So yeah, I'm also reading that and absolutely loving it. And I'm currently reading Crying in H Mart. I picked this one back up again after putting it down for about a week between other books, but I am now 60 pages in and still enjoying this one as well. This is a memoir about somebody who is Korean American, but it very much reads like fiction. But it's about her relationship with her mom as well, which I really like. It's very kind of heartfelt, and it talks about food a lot, which I love, and I'm interested in carrying on with this one and seeing where it goes. I also very briefly want to say I bought a book today, which is Crossfire by Mallory Blackman. There is a specific reason that I bought this, so I won't mention it too much because you will find out in a video which should be going up this weekend. So if I said that really weirdly, weekend, so it should be going up soon, so you will find out why I bought this in the next video. But I managed to get one of the exclusive editions with the red pages because this isn't too old. It was published a couple of years ago, so yeah, I managed to pick this one up, and there is a reason which you'll find out soon. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. I hope you've enjoyed this reading vlog. Please join me again for future vlogs if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time in another video. Bye.